Hey, welcome back to Lobo's Loot. Let's go grab another box and see what we find. All right. Looks like a decent mix of movies stuff. First and foremost, the Darth Maul Rubik's Cube. It's a 4x4. I actually have an open one. Let's check that out real quick. So these were, it's like a 4x4 Darth Maul twisty puzzle. These though, if I remember right, this is my third one of these that I had opened because there's something wrong with it. See, it just fell apart. They weren't really made that great. And yeah, looks cool. But if you ever find one of these in the box, I recommend keeping it in the box. But yeah, good old Darth Maul. One of my favorite aspects of the Episode 1 movie, and well, the Clone Wars and Rebels. Yeah, Darth Maul needs his own show. Let's see what else we have in here. All right, so I guess these are this is from before Episode 1. So this is actually a Kenner, not Hasbro, Kenner Snowtrooper with the little cannon from Empire Strikes Back on Hoth. It's yeah, I had a couple of these. The center of the satellite dish gun thing actually shoots a missile in these toys. I remember when I was a kid and they banned all toys that had shooting missiles because some kid choked on a missile from a Battlestar Galactica toy, which actually caused our Boba Fett to not have a rocket firing backpack. So yeah, it's always kind of strange when newer toys came out with stuff that shoots. All right, what else is in here? Oh wow, wonder how many of these I got. Here's another one of the same exact toy I just pulled out. There was a period of time though I was buying multiples of quite a few things because I had this delusion of grandeur of setting up several dioramas, and that never materialized. And now I don't have time or space to do that. All right, let's see. What else do we have in here? Any more of that same toy? No, it seems like that's it for those. But a couple of the counterpart to that toy, the Deluxe Snowtrooper with his ion cannon. Those were, is it the same cannon? I think it's the same kind of cannon that they set up in the Mandalorian season 1 when when Moff Gideon is trying to smoke out Din and Cara Dune, and I think it was the IG unit, IG-11, and oh my goodness, I can't remember. Yeah, well, you guys know. If you haven't watched The Mandalorian, you really should. Oh, Grief Karga, that's the other person that was holed up with them. And, you know, Grogu, of course. Let's see, what do we got here? Re-Yeez. One of Jabba's henchmen. So this This came with a little a slide. And I think at one point in time they had a little slide projector toy, but I don't know if I ever got that. I'm not even sure if anybody knows what a slide projector is anymore. When did this action figure come out? This has got a 1998 tag on it, a copyright tag on the back of the box. So I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen this alien in the Book of Boba Fett yet. They were introduced at Jabba's palace. So far we've only seen the Klaatu, Barada, Nikto. The Day the Earth Stood Still characters. Let's see, what else do we have in this box? Max Rebo. He's resurfaced. He survived the Skiff disaster. He's been appearing I think he's been in 3 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett now. The day we're recording this is a couple days after episode 4 of that show came out. So this, this Rodian's not there. They have a Biff in his band now, but good old Maxie. And I'm not sure if they're keeping it true, but those aren't his hands pushing those keys. Those are actually his feet. Not a lot of people know that. Well, I don't know. I think enough. If you watch Star Wars channels on YouTube, then you probably know it too. Oh. I guess I do have more of these. Just another Rebel trooper with the ion cannon. I'll put that in the stack of those. Let's see here. Oh. Another character that's been recently seen in the Book of Boba Fett. We got the Omar Monk. I'm not sure, what is this? Does it say? Let's see, Jabba's Palace Court Denzians. It doesn't even really give too much information. Let's see here. What the? Wall. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because it ends in a word that might get flagged as profanity. Let's see here. It's got the name of all the characters on the back. Yeah. Is this thing called a wart? Is that what this frog-looking thing? It's called Bubo on the back of the box, but I don't remember them ever saying that in the movie. But yeah. Good old Jabba's Court Denzians. Oh. Speaking of Jabba, here's Jabba with his tongue out and his little hookah feeding thing. Looks a lot better than that other Jabba the Hutt figurine that I found in the couple boxes ago. But yeah, wonder why we haven't seen Jabba's hookah getting kicked over or something on the new Boba Fett's show. But one of these days, maybe. I don't know. I guess smoking things isn't really Disney friendly anymore. Another Jabba the Hutt. This one's a little bit different. This is from episode 1. And this is actually a Jabba the Hutt. Let me wipe some of this dust off of this guy. This Jabba, for some reason, even though it has nothing to do with any scene in the movie, he's got a can of slime that you put inside of him and push down on him or on part of him, and it spits out of his mouth like he's throwing up or something, and I've never saw someone have one of these open. This card is kind of damaged enough that it might be worth opening it, but I'm pretty sure that since this is from not a food item. When is this from? 1998. Whatever's in this jar is probably solid dry. Who knows though? I have no idea how well that was sealed. I've never, like I said, never seen one of these open. Let's see. There's a handful of figures left in here. There's a Deluxe Crowd Control Stormtrooper. This is... I don't think this was ever in even a comic book. This came out around the time that I think the Power of the Force line did a Shadows of the Empire tie-in. But of course this isn't part of the Shadows of the Empire line, but it's got a weird jetpack loader claw looking thing that's kind of reminiscent of Aliens almost, with that rig that Ripley rode in. But yeah, this is one of the better sculpts of Stormtroopers from the early Kenner rebirth that happened in the late 90s. Most of them look like they were just trying to pose in kind of a He-Man pose, but this guy it's a nice sculpt for a Stormtrooper. All right, what else is here? Oh, got another reuse. Put him on top of the other one. Since wow. I'm actually surprised that there's two in the package of these guys. Sorry, it seems like I'm going through this kind of quick now, but when there's doubles, we've already kind of looked at them. I mean, this is another Hoth Stormtrooper with Snowtrooper, I should say, with the Ion E-Web cannon. There's only two more things in this box. I've said it before because I know this was I think this might have been in one of the first boxes we went through. Darth Maul with his Sith Infiltrator. You know, the Micro Machine pack-in, I think. Does it say... This card actually looks a lot nicer than the card that was in the other box. But, yeah. Good old Darth Maul with his macro binoculars. A friend of mine, Dan, if you're out there watching this, reminded me of what it was called. And last but not least... oh boy, before I show this, let me get some of this dust off of here. The 2-pack. This might have come from Costco or some kind of bulk item store, Costco or Sam's Club or something like that. Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin from Episode 1 with the Comtech reader cards. I think this was part of the big leftovers from the big push of action figures, because they kind of did flood the market pretty heavily with Episode 1 stuff a couple days before. It wasn't a couple of days. It was a couple months before Episode 1 actually hit theaters. But yeah, I think I have somewhere in one of these boxes. I think there's a couple more 2-packs. I feel like there was one that had 3, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But under here, if I remember correctly from opening one of these, that it's just a standard card. There's no special markings on any of these packagings underneath this extra card. But yeah, unfortunately, that's all for this box. It doesn't seem like very much. That last box had whole lot more. So if you want to see a whole lot more, come back and check out the next episode of Lobo's Loot. in the comments below, please let me know if you have any of these, would like to have any of these, or what was your favorite. And thanks again for watching. Subscribe. And may the force be with you. See y'all in the next one.